And the time has come for the Diablo 4 review. So, Diablo 4. Where to even begin? First, let's get the background experience out of the way for past Diablo games that I have played. Haven't played Diablo 1. Played a little bit of Diablo 2. Played the ever-living shit out of D3. And I would say I probably have, I don't know if there's a way to check time played, but I want to say it's probably 125 hours-ish, maybe 150. I have one level 80 character and two other characters that are, I think, 160, the other one's 55. With Druid being my main, it was Barbarian, and I just was not, I wasn't vibing with the way the Barbarian was playing. So, with that out of the way, D4 looks pretty good. I think overall the aesthetic is spot on for what they were going for. The darker theme, closer to D2, you know, or whatever. I think the overall aesthetic and art style and world fits Diablo very well. So, fucking A+ for that. I do have one complaint about the graphics, though, and art style of D4, which is everything seems to be one color palette or one, I don't know, shit just looks the same. Whether you're in Kedgistan or whatever, or you're in Fractured Peaks or Scott's Glen, Dry Steps, whatever. Yeah, those zones have distinct environments and all that, but the colors and the grading and the whatever you want to call it kind of makes them all look similar. No zone really pops. And one thing that really disappoints me about that is in the campaign, you go to hell and there's this whole hell environment, you know, like fucking red, dark, hellish looking ground, fucking the giant citadel, you know, of like Lilith or whoever the fuck that was. And that looks so sick. But where is that? Anywhere else in the game? Like, you go there for one mission or whatever, or quest in the story, but then you don't get to go back. And that was probably one of the coolest environments in the entire game, and we just can't go back there. Which they're probably saving it for some fucking season down the road or some whatever the fuck they had, right? And it's just a bit sad to see that. And I'm comparing it between the other ARPGs that I've played. Like Last Epoch, PoE, D3 even. I played a little bit of Grim Dawn back in the day. Never touched Wolcen. But like PoE and Last Epoch, they have very distinct and vibrant environments. Just the different contrast between the different environments and where you can go is very refreshing and makes me want to keep playing the game more when everything isn't bland and look the same. So overall, the art style of Diablo, I would give it, out of 10, I'd probably give it a 7. The D4 story is good. It isn't great. I'd say it's good. Cutscenes, I won't spoil it if you haven't played the campaign or you plan to at some point. I won't spoil it here. No spoilers. But the launch trailer, or the one trailer cinematic where Anaris, you know, he's like, Lilith. And Lilith is in the crowd and she like turns away. And then he fucking comes down and his little feet just like and magnetize the ground or whatever the fuck. That whole cutscene, there's more to it post where it ends originally. Like in the full game, there's more to it. And let me tell you, that cutscene it's phenomenal. But overall, the story with Lilith and everything, like I said, it'll pass. It's all right. It's not trash. It's not outstanding. It's good. It's all right. On to the gameplay. I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but I don't find the gameplay for D4 to be that engaging or that good in comparison to other ARPGs. It may be my build. I'm not using anything broken or OP, like the fucking Whirlwind Barb, Frost Mage, whatever the fuck else is broken. When it comes to killing huge mobs of enemies in D4, I don't have that sense of clearance like I do in other ARPGs. And by what I mean by that is in PoE in Last Epoch, before you're higher level and you have a whole bunch of gear, you still have the ability to just blow up trash mobs. You just run around, bang, bang, gone. They're dead. Fucking see ya. In D4, you just have these white mobs that just tank hits. And it's like, just fucking die. Like, I want to feel powerful and go around just blasting hordes of demons. And yeah, you can do that, as you level up and get farther and farther into the game, but you never get that true sense of like, holy fuck, I am insanely powerful. I am a god on some Raiden type shit. And just go around and murder everything. And that is because of the most dog shit thing that's in the game, level scaling. Why that is in D4 is beyond me. I don't know why you would add that into an ARPG, or even an RPG in general. I play ESO, clearly, as you can tell, because the flag's in the back. That has level scaling in it for the overworld. And even in that, I don't like it. I don't hate it as much as I do in D4, but I still do not like it. And it just ruins the sense of continual progression as you get better gear throughout the entire game. And to be honest, I don't know the reason why they would add it. I'm trying to think of one, but it's so everybody can play together, man. Couch co-op. Woo! Literally just fucking get rid of it. I don't even know what else to say about level scaling other than it's fucking dog shit. And it just makes you feel not powerful. Or the amount that you do feel powerful, it's so minuscule every time, and you build it up over time, you just don't get the sense of satisfaction. That bums me out. But on top of that, it just feels a lot slower in general, which I don't necessarily hate. I like it a little bit, the slower combat. Of course, you can get travel skills like fucking heroic leap if you're a barb, or a teleport or a dash. Of course, we have evade on the spacebar, so everyone can at least fucking jolt to the side. That part of the combat I do like. I do like that everyone has a mobility option, just a simple evade by default. And I wish more ARPGs had that. And then the skill trees, and don't even get me started on the skill trees. They're branches. It's not even a tree. It's a branch. Whenever I play D4, I have this want and need to do more with my abilities and my class in general, and I can't do that. Like where it splits off into two, it needs to keep going or something. You just need to give more options because you're playing a Blizzard build that they outlined for you in a fucking tree. But yeah, you got like 4 different types of abilities. Okay. And then you just follow it. There's no sense of like, the skill twig in D4 just isn't enough, and it does need to be expanded. I wish there was more ways to personalize your build, more intricacies of what you can do with it, what the abilities can do, how you can alter them. And even with the legendary aspects and the uniques, it still doesn't add enough variation into the gameplay to even. So on top of all the aspects, the uniques, the impossible uber uniques, that only a couple people have gotten. Well, until the bug, and then 100 and some people got them. I think it was 145 people may have gotten some of the Uber Uniques before they re-nerfed the drop rate or patched the drop rate so you couldn't get them. But yeah, I do think having chase items are good. I think there should be extremely rare items, like Invincible in World of Warcraft. You farm ICC over and over again to try to get the Invincible mount. I do think there should be stuff like that for the people who just want to play that game and just grind the fuck out of it. It gives them something to constantly look for. So I do think a game needs chase items, but the rarity does not need to be as rare as those Uber Uniques, where they are barely dropping, and prior to the bug, only like 3 people had one. That is... Endgame in D4 is not very good right now. I would say it's in a poor state. But of course, the game did just launch, but I hate using that because the game will get better over time. It's a live service game. Okay, but you also have to launch a fully complete game. Like the vanilla version of the game that you buy for $70, $80, $90, $100 needs to be a full valued package for that amount of money. And I know some people who stop playing after they beat the game because there's just nothing to do. Yeah, you could grind Renown and get all your Lilith statues, but I have no urge to do that. It feels like a chore. It doesn't feel like, oh dude, let's go get my Altars of Lilith. No, it feels like homework. Like, oh shit, I need to go get these Altars of Lilith. I need to grind out all their Renown so I can get all the Paragon points and then be powerful enough for Season 1 launch. And I just don't feel like doing that. Because really, all you have is run Nightmare Dungeons, Helltides, the Tree of Whispers. Am I forgetting something? Oh, and then I guess Uber Lilith at 100. But that's even if you make it to 100, because I know that takes a fuckload of time to get up there. And the Tree of Whispers isn't that engaging. They could probably do something to make it more interesting, up the value or attractiveness of doing the Tree of Whispers. Helltides are Helltides. Once you've been in one, you've been in all of them. Just go around farming the mystery chest. Fuck all the other chests. Just farm the mystery chest. Get the 5, up to 5, 6 drops you can get out of a mystery chest. Maybe get an Uber Unique, you know? The Nightmare Dungeons, I don't know. They're cool. I just wish there was more exciting affixes you could add to the dungeon and whatnot. But overall, endgame isn't really endgame. Okay. I know I was kind of rambling. I didn't do a script for this video either. I'm just trying to get used to talking in front of a camera and giving my thoughts and takes without having to stop and like think about, use my brain for a minute. So I just want to say thank you for the patience if you watched the video this far. Overall, I think the foundation for D4 to be good is there. And like I said, I do not like saying that because that's almost every game nowadays comes out and the mindset is, oh, it'll get better over time. Well, it's like, I'm tired of waiting for these games to get better over time. They need to be good at launch, because then you're hooked in, you're locked. Not, let me play the fuck out of the game and then I fall off and then I just won't come back. Oh, a new season, I come back, play for a little bit, and then leave again. But yeah, the foundation for a good D4 is there. I might be on copium, but I do think that Blizzard will make D4 really good, maybe. I almost don't like saying that because I don't have any trust in Blizzard that much to do that. So I'm hoping Blizzard will make the game better over time. But the game isn't trash. I'd say if you want a good ARPG, good quality, enough skills and abilities that are simple enough to get your mind, like get a good grasp on it and just go kill some demons for a little bit. It's couch co-op too. If you have it on a PS5 or Xbox One or whatever, you can just play with a homie on a couch together and I'm sure it'd be fun. So I'm not recommending the game, but I'm also not going out of my way to say, hey, you need to pick up D4 now. There is a season launching in 5 days from the time I'm recording this video, which is Season 1 for D4. So we'll see how that goes out. Season of the Malignant, it looks mid. Really, that's all I can say. We'll see how the seasonal mechanic plays out. when everyone gets their hands on it and how powerful we can see people get. But that's kind of my overall consensus on D4 is it's pretty much, it's mid. It ain't trash. It ain't superb. It's mid. It's all right. If you want a good looking ARPG to play for a good 50 hours probably, I'd say get D4. But if you're looking for something more in depth and something you can sink your teeth or hands into, I would definitely go for PoE, and then keep an eye out for Last Epoch, because I know Last Epoch is launching into 1.0 later this year, which will be its full release. D4 is mid, has the potential to be good. Will it be good? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what Blizzard does with it. But until then, I just bit my cheek doing that. I'll see you in the next one.